So let's check and make sure we're live. I'm just gonna check.
Go wait for the
In the comments, let me know if you can see and hear us. I believe you should be able to, because when I just checked, we were live. So if you want to introduce yourselves. Hi, Sage.
I'll go first.
Hi. Okay, RC.
I don't have an introduction. So, hello. If I entertain you, check me out. That's about all I got. I don't have introductions. I'm really bad at introductions. Like,
oh, I like what you said last night, where you're the babbling Brit.
I've said babbling Brit quite often. I might need to keep it. Like,
I think you should keep it.
I think you do.
I'll keep
like,
it.
Make it a tagline. If not, you're like.
Yeah. I'll get it on a t-shirt, right, Sage?
Yeah.
I will make a t-shirt for you.
Oh, right. I have the GIF of you.
The what?
Okay, Sage, introduce yourself first while I get the other thing queued up. I forgot to get it queued up before we went live. My bad.
Hello, Beep Sheep. My name is Sage Gordon-Davis. I'm a poet, a writer, a doodler, and a dabbler. I host productivity sprints every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern on my channel, which is Sage Gordon-Davis for now. And I do writing-related videos when I feel like it. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, check me out.
For now, you're both considering changing your names?
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
I have a rebrand happening. So
I didn't even know about this.
I don't know how you don't know about it, because I've been talking about it everywhere for like ages.
I'm bad. There's so many things to follow that like something always falls through the cracks, and now I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. It's fine, really. It's not
So
an issue.
are we going to be discussing that on Thursday as well then?
No. Thursday is just pen names.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But the thing is, because I have 3 pen names, it doesn't make sense that my channel name is one of the 3. So I'm doing like a parent branding thing. And I may as well do it now while I'm fairly small. Before things happen, if things happen, because I'm hoping that things will happen. And Sako is helping me with that, because Sako is awesome.
Sako is awesome.
Yes. And she will be guesting with you on Thursday.
Yes, which I forgot about yesterday in a stream that Sako was in. And I was like, oh, so... Well, I did not know this was a thing.
I told you.
Sage asked after our sprint squad chit chat, and right after that, Sako had made a still image, and I was like, "Oh, I thought a GIF was requested," so I made this.
Amazing. I remember seeing the still image, but I didn't know there was a GIF of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Amazing. I've got some incredible accidental branding slowly coming through, haven't I?
Oh, just let your
exquisite
fan club. Just do what Sage tells you is basically what it is. I'll support Sage.
Basically, I am your self-appointed internet parent / momager / #1 fan / fan club president.
I love it. I'm good with that. Thank you.
I'm just pulling
No
up
problem.
a Google timer for. I realized that not like, even though I have the Forest app, and that's what is on my, title, and not everyone uses it. So then people don't have a visual, even though I always put it in the ticker. But for some reason, I can't get the Google. There we go. That everyone uses. Why can't I figure this out? It's through Google.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long do we want to go for our first sprint? You guys decide, and then I'm going to just go through the comments because more people are here than I thought there would be this early.
Should we start with the 20?
RP?
Can do that, yeah.
Right.
I'm not actually going to be writing. I need to edit today's video. I'm doing that. So yeah, 20 is good.
Fair enough.
Well, we'll call it productivity sprints because I think the first thing I'm going to do is write a script for a video that is coming up because I rambled.
And I'm doing client work, so
yeah, this is productivity sprints with the staff if you have it. And okay, so hi Autumn, hi Devin,
hello,
hi Keep Faith Baby, Sage again.
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
No, Devin.
Oh,
Devin's
everywhere.
We discussed this yesterday. Devin and Doll are just everywhere.
Yeah. They're like, what's the word I want? Like entities, like beyond time. Like it doesn't matter what time the sprint is, they're there. Like
omnipresent beings.
Like there are definitely certain times that I'm not there, but Brooke Passmore and Keelan are always like, "Oh, Zara's everywhere," and I'm like, "Actually, not. I'm always in a certain corner of author too, because I can't be everywhere. I lose track." Devin was saying we were live because I was asking. Good morning, Kelly. Hi, Katerina. Do you pronounce Sage? Sage? Do you think?
I would say without the H. But
I would have said with. I would have said Katharina, but I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if we pronounce the H. I try and get people's names correct. ADHD. Rebecca, I now know your name. Rebecca said rebranding is such a pain. Yeah, I had different logos. I've had 3 different logos, and just changing them was annoying.
I don't have a logo. I took one selfie when I started my AuthorTube channel, and I just used that for everything. It's pretty much my logo. It's my face.
We will get you sorted.
Yeah, I mean, if I turn off my camera, that is my selfie that I took. That's like the best selfie.
And mine.
Selfies. Here we go. Let's have a selfie moment. We just sit with this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, enough of that.
The thing is, Sage, is that when I first saw you on camera, I like almost didn't recognize you because your photo doesn't have you in lipstick, and I'm so used to seeing you with lipstick, and it's like in my imagination, you're always wearing lipstick.
I'm literally only wearing lipstick when I'm on camera. That's the only time I wear lipstick.
I know,
and I only wear it. Like, I only wear it because if I don't, then I look like I've got no lips. Which is like a terrifying sight, because then I look like one of those, I look like the Absorbaloth from Doctor Who.
Okay. I'm not really great at Doctor Who, so I'm trying to think if I know that creature or not. I know Weeping Angels, I know Daleks, I know the ones with all the suckers that can shapeshift.
What, Moaning Murphy?
No, darling. She's a character. No, she's a character in the episode with the Absorbaloth.
Oh, this.
That.
Okay. You're being too hard on yourself.
You absolutely are. but I am mildly enjoying this like weird Shrek thing going on.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
It's widely accepted as the worst ever episode of Doctor Who. So,
Ouch.
It looks like something out of Austin Powers.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. It looks really campy.
Yeah.
Anyway, not derailing. Let's.
Okay. I'm 23.
I also turned 21 in May.
And Sage.
I am your internet parent. I am 34.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. Your skin's amazing.
I said the same.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you my secret. I never go in the sun.
I don't either, but I'm also Asian, so it's like the combo.
Yeah. So like I am 100% vampire. The sun and I are not friends.
What about mirrors?
Mirrors are okay.
Garlic.
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I will let you I'll let your imaginations go on that one.
I'm gonna
Well,
send
I
you
was just like, which vampire mythology are we going with? And I was like, I hope it's like not Twilight.
Not Twilight. I do not sparkle.
Well, you're never in the sun, so how do we know?
I've literally never like read or seen Twilight or anything. Like I've avoided
You didn't really miss much.
entire like episode of life. I'm actually really happy about it.
Like, really, don't stress. It's
Layla.
Leela. I remember this from another stream.
Okay, because I was like, I know I've asked this, and then I just couldn't remember.
I think I remember that right.
Well, because when I read it, I always think Layla, and then there was some movie where there was a character named Leela, and they said it that way, and I was like, oh, oops.
I think that person is pronounced Leela though.
Okay.
Correctly.
Rebecca wants a fan club president. I think
well,
Sage
I'll be your.
They just arrive. Like honestly, it's one of these things where like it's like Nanny McPhee. They'll just rock up.
They just or Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
I like Nanny McPhee better though.
Oh, they're both English.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Raylan, hi. Katerina, yay. I got that right.
Fair enough.
What's everyone working on today? So, I mean, I said that I was working on a script. You're doing client work, and
I am.
You're editing today's video.
Yeah.
Normally, my short-term memory is awful, so I was like, I'm going to remember that.
Awesome.
Rebecca's 22. Sorry, you were about to say something.
No, I was just saying awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get better at my short-term memory. Raylan is 16. Devin says they're a dinosaur. I don't know your gender, Devin, so I'm just going with they until you want to share.
That is much appreciated.
Yeah. Working on the final fight in the final book of your trilogy. Oh, that's so exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a big one.
Stop going out in the sun, but you live in the south. Yeah.
Mm.
There are certain areas where I feel like it's impossible to stay out of the sun.
Well, I mean, I live in South Africa, which is like one of the sunniest places in the world. And I still manage it.
Yeah. Do you have
It just
a parasol?
no, I have hats. Lots and lots of hats.
Are they like big hats? Is it like social distancing style hats?
I will be right back.
I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm excited for it.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, you were right, RP. It's Leela.
Yes.
And Kelly likes Danny McPhee.
Who doesn't?
I just want to tell everyone we're going to do a 20-minute sprint. And if you have the Forest app, I will be creating a room and we will be doing the unicorn tree as decided by Sage and RP. I have so many tree options now that I'm now letting my co-hosts pick. So I will have 2 different co-hosts tomorrow. So you might get a different tree then. So I'm going to create the room. I'm also going to set up the ticker so that when we do it, we'll be ready. I was expecting a hat on your head.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of disappointed. What's going on?
Ooh,
Nice.
I like it. I have a red fedora when I was obsessed with the Carmen Sandiego.
There we go. There's a hat.
That's great.
We love that. That's like a classy style one. I've realised I actually think Sage can hear us because they haven't got the headset on.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now, but I couldn't.
Okay,
when
we
I
were
had the hat.
complimenting your hats, and I was saying that I had a red fedora from when I was obsessed with Carmen Sandiego.
That is a good obsession to have, and also a good hat to have.
Yeah.
Fedoras are a very good hat.
So this is the hat in my profile picture.
Okay.
It's my Terry Pratchett hat.
Oh,
Don't
there
laugh
we
at
go.
me.
There we go.
That is super stylish.
Thank you.
Classy. I don't have hats. I'm not a hat kind of person. So.
I dressed up as her one Halloween, and everyone thought I was like in a chorus line, which was very strange because I had a red coat. I was like, I don't know.
Did you have a cane as well?
No.
Oh. Well, you could have been a chorus line then.
I know. I was like, don't know. Okay, let's start the sprint.
Right.
So I have the ticker up. I'm going to set up the timer.
Do we have a room?
Yes, I need to put the code out. You're right.
Okay.
I am not as on it this morning because I got caught up in our chatting.
Yeah, that happens when RP and I are on streams. We tend to derail things.
Oh, I mean, I love it, but
I'm considering it part of my brand.
why can't you see the top of the
definitely.
timer?
There it is. It's working.
No, but it's
okay. That's weird.
Yeah. What? Does it work? Okay, we're going to do it this way because apparently when I do full screen, it doesn't like it.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I have to fix the ticker because obviously I didn't give the code. Okay, Devin's a he, him.
Excellent. I believe I knew that, but on behalf of the NBs, I am very grateful for the they consideration.
Hold on, wait. I realize that I am covering you, Sage.
That's cool.
There you go. Now I'm not covering you as much.
I do not mind.
So that's the forest code. If people want to pop that in, and I see some people are. I normally go for 2 hours as a whole stream. If either of you need to leave before then, just let me know.
No, I'm good. My next appointment is 5 hours from now.
Oh, wow. What's the time difference between us? I forgot to check before the stream started.
You are in Eastern, so it's 6 hours for me. It'll be 5 hours for RP.
Okay. Because I was going to say that I thought it was 6 hours.
I was gonna like try and work it out, but that made life a lot easier.
I deal with time zones a lot.
Yeah.
I don't. I still regularly have to like check on quite a very repetitive way, in a very repetitive way. My brain isn't on for every stream, because I'll have like a note in my phone. It'd be like, oh, you're streaming at 7, and I would then have to go and like actually go into YouTube and find the stream to check what time in my time actually is. Because what I've sometimes done is someone will say, oh, I'm streaming at like 3 p.m. Eastern time, so I'll put in my calendar 3 p.m.
Oh, no.
Here is it?
No, it's definitely
I
8
just
p.m.
keep forgetting that time zones exist. So yeah, I'm constantly sort of changing everything.
There is a very nifty site called Savvy Time that I use for my conversions.
I normally do World Time Buddy. I just didn't pull it up this morning. Okay, we're going to start the sprint.
Here we go.
So I'm going to mute everyone. Good luck with productivity, because I know we're not all writing.
Have a good time.
Yeah. And that's the end of the first sprint. How did everyone do?
So Forrest has crashed on me. Oh no, I've got it.
Oh, come on.
Well, I got like the first 2 or 3 edited, and now I'm having to render like a big clip, so it's just sitting rendering at the moment. So there's nothing more I can do.
Sage, you should friend me on Forest.
How'd you guys go on?
I will friend you on Forest.
RP, you didn't kill the tree, so I'm sorry it crashed on you.
No, it's worked now. It's worked. It was like it came up with the thing where it was like collect your coins, and I was sitting here like okay, and it wouldn't let me like press the OK button, but it worked after.
It might be because I have to say okay.
Ah, maybe I'm spamming it and waiting for you to press OK then.
Yeah.
Ah, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just concerned that I was breaking it, but it didn't break, so it's okay. We can live.
Jordan is here.
Hello, Jordan.
Yeah.
Momentarily. Now, the author newbie tag. I've seen so many people start to do it. Is it a bandwagon I need to jump on, or
it, but I just think it's fun to do.
It is, but make sure that you do AuthorTube.
I don't know.
Newbie
well, she removed the first
2.0.
one. Jenna Streety.
Yeah, but some other people haven't.
If you go to my channel,
so
RP,
yeah,
I did the 2.0 and I have the questions in the description and everything. Shameless plug on my own channel.
What was wrong with the first one?
Nothing. Just the 2.0 is updated and the questions are a bit better.
Hi, Magic Kai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Forest has friends now. It's a relatively new update in 2020, as far as I know, or maybe late 2019. Next to the flame is an icon of people, and if it's a singular, you just tap it and turn on plant together mode, and then you can join a room. Yeah, Jordan did the 2.0 version of the author newbie tag.
Oh, maybe I'll give it a go. Who knows?
Yeah. How'd you do, Sage?
I wrote 50-ish words. It's difficult to say because it's a rewrite. So it's kind of like an edit, but not. It's not a rewrite of something I've written. It's a rewrite of someone else's work. Just before anyone thinks that I had a client come back and say rewrite. I didn't. I have yet to have a client come back and say rewrite.
Don't worry.
But I then got distracted looking up karaoke songs because.
Is there another AuthorTube karaoke happening?
There will be. I just don't know when. But there has to be because Qwerty and I are both going to do songs from 6.
Oh my god. That's amazing. I actually haven't listened to the music yet. I'm behind. I know I'm behind. I need to.
You have to.
Well, the thing is that it came to Broadway. I was like, oh, I'll just go. And then I was still in school. And then this happened. So I was like, didn't get to see it on Broadway.
But
I
seriously,
last time I was able to go see a show. Where I am, it's so difficult to like get to like London to go and like proper theatre or anything. Yeah, at the West End, which really makes me sad. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Can we please appreciate the fact that I am in the middle of South Africa, far, far away from any kind of culture? Like,
do you know what it is?
We do in the big cities. My nearest big city is 4.5 hours drive away.
Whoa, that's plural.
Yeah, Broadway
So,
is 30 minutes away from me. The theater district of Broadway is 30 minutes away from me. The street is 2 minutes away from me.
right. And also, South Africa, in terms of musical theatre, is still on the Andrew Lloyd Webber train. We haven't even gotten the Sondheim train yet.
This is Starlight Express.
The Sondheim train. I love that you're talking about these.
So
if you haven't gotten on the Sondheim train yet, I'm assuming you haven't gotten on the Stephen Schwartz train.
Nope.
Amazing.
We literally
love talking about this in eras. I have a Broadway series planned for my channel, but I have other things.
What kind of Broadway series? What do you mean?
Talking about Broadway shows that I've seen and like why I like them or why I don't like them, and I have some controversial opinions about
like
one very, very popular one.
So like Catherine Steele kind of thing.
Okay.
I guess I haven't actually watched. Like I used to watch all of her videos, and then I just kind of fell off because she was talking a lot about shows that like I haven't watched yet, or she was talking a lot about more the actor side. And I grew up around musical theater, but I like never wanted to be on stage. And I had gone to a musical theater camp, which was like cool because dance, singing, and acting. But I was there with a bunch of people who wanted to be on stage and were a little bit jerks about it. And I was like, I like singing and dancing as things to do, but like I don't want to do them professionally. And acting is just not something I'm good at, nor want to put in the effort to become good at. So
see, for me, the problem is I always wanted to, and then I kind of realized in high school that Sally Bowles, I am not. So I don't have access, number one. Number two, I would require significant amounts of training, which I don't have access to. And thirdly, what would I even do with it? Because there isn't we don't have a Broadway equivalent. So, or a West End equivalent.
I mean, first of all, Devin wants to hear me and RP sing. I've had for like training in both singing and dancing, but it's like I do singing for fun, and I did dancing for fun, and then as a gym requirement, because I was like, oh, I don't have to do like gym, I can do dance. I was like, yes, please. And then so I haven't done dancing since college started. And I haven't done singing lessons since I got out of high school, but I might want to go back to that. But yeah, so I would just be talking about my personal opinions. I wouldn't really be talking about the theater industry, but there are some shows that like I know people who've been in them. So like that would come up and be, and I wouldn't hide the fact that like, oh, like I know this person who is in the show because that's part of the experience of the show. Whereas Catherine Steele is always about like the industry in addition to like just fangirling over certain shows.
Fair enough. I mean, I say that there's no access. There's no access for me because I live far away from everything. However, my brother is a professional trumpeter and he plays in a lot of the show bands.
Cool.
So, like RP, you mentioned Starlight Express. He actually did play in Starlight Express
Love
4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Fun.
Starlight Express is one of the ones I've always wanted
most
to
recently.
do. I've never actually had an opportunity to do it. So,
what else has your brother
done? He's done like so many things that I can't even keep up. I know that he auditioned to do Jersey Boys.
Oh, I love Jersey Boys.
And then they canceled that.
Than the movie. Sorry, what?
And then they canceled that. So they held all the auditions and then they decided they weren't going ahead.
Aww.
He has been touring. He does a lot of touring in Asia, obviously not at the moment. But he has been with The Sound of Music in Asia for like 2 years. He played in Matilda. So yes, we did get Matilda at one of our tiny little fringe.
Matilda. I will be doing a video about Matilda.
Excellent.
Matilda is such a good musical. Relocating, by the way. And by relocating, I mean
readjusting.
Yeah.
Keelan is here. Devin wants to
hear. Hi, Keelan.
Keelan is laughing at Devin wanting to hear her sing. He said, if it happens, it will be 100% Elton John, which is unsurprising given she dedicated her book to him.
I'll be your PPD.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have like every 3 years there's a revival of Grease. Why? I don't know. I mean, it's an okay show.
I'm not a fan of it.
Like, but why? We had Superstar for a while.
Superstar as in Jesus Christ Superstar?
As in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Okay. I want to be clear.
Obviously, there was a production of Cats. Because
the best.
Because Cats.
I love.
And really not on the same page as RP.
The thing
Do you
is
not like Cats?
I think the musical. First of all, we're not talking about the movie. That was a nightmare.
No,
that's nightmare fuel.
Are you talking about the CGI one, not the stage recording? Okay.
No, I don't call that a movie. I call that the film. Okay. Whatever. Not the point.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful, but I don't really like musicals that don't have like a more sustained plot. Like I have a friend who was in the original production of Cats on Broadway, obviously not. And like the choreography is amazing, the costumes, the lighting, the music is beautiful, but it's just like as a whole thing, I'm not a fan, but I love the parts.
Okay.
The aspects of it, which is like really great for me.
You can appreciate Cats.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, but it's like I wouldn't say that like I like the musical.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then we basically get the jukebox musicals, like everyone. So unless I wanted to spend the rest of my life singing Queen and ABBA, what would I even do?
I haven't seen 13. I listened to some of the music once I found out Elizabeth Gillies was in it, and some other people. But I haven't seen it.
I haven't heard of this.
It was like really angsty.
13. I haven't heard of this. Okay, I'm gonna have to go listen to that later. That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm just realizing the main character has a blue striped shirt and is named Evan, and so is Dear Evan Hansen. Has anyone seen the Kimmy Schmidt episode of Cats? Keelan asked.
No, I haven't watched Kimmy Schmidt in a hot minute.
I've never watched Kimmy Schmidt, so my answer is also no.
Nope.
Sorry, Keelan.
Sorry. No, I haven't seen it.
Devin and Keelan love Mamma Mia.
So
I mean,
Mamma
it's
Mia,
fine.
Mamma Mia is an interesting thing, isn't it? So it's one of those things where like it's a guilty pleasure. Really. See, I secretly liked it. It's that, but Mamma Mia
liked it, but it was stupid to have
to be trash, and that's I'm kind of in though. Like it's guilty pleasure trash. It's like living your best like middle class mum fantasy, like sitting there watching Mamma Mia. Like it's a weird guilty pleasure.
Like,
see, I don't believe in guilty pleasures. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't,
pleasures, but I'll say, oh, I enjoyed it. I know it's trash, but I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
See, to me, that is just my definition of guilty pleasure. Though it's like I know it's horrendous, and I know that.
But the thing is, it's not a guilty pleasure for me because I don't feel guilty about it.
Exactly.
Like I feel like that's most people's definition of a guilty pleasure, but I don't call it that because I'm not guilty.
Exactly.
No,
like guilty pleasure, the language is problematic.
Fair enough. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that will be about me, like a Broadway series on my channel.
I'm very excited for that.
Me too.
I wanted to have it up before I have certain people on my channel. They're coming on the 9th for a co-hosting session because they like Broadway. And then I'm like, but I'm in the middle of filming my like How I Write series. And I was like, I don't think I can get both series started in a week.
Yeah, probably not.
Although I might be, I don't know. Maybe I'll just switch my schedule around.
Also, we have to do a Hamilton watch party.
Yeah. Okay. So my friend canceled yesterday, and we moved it to this coming Saturday.
Okay.
So cool. I haven't troubleshooted how to do it yet.
That's cool. I'm just saying we have to do a Hamilton
it will happen. I promise it will happen.
I'm into that.
I guess I can run this by both of you on screen. For my Broadway series, should I do the first musical that I saw, the first musical that got me into musical theater, or like a really popular show? Those are 3 different options. As the first one, I will be doing all 3 of them eventually.
See, I would say start with the one that got you into it.
Okay. Because that's the most personal.
I was going to say the same. I was going to say, like, if you're going to make it like a continuous series rather than just, oh, I watched this musical, let's chat. If it's going to be like a continuous, like binge-worthy thing, I would say it'd be cool to have, like, your like progression. So like the first thing like got you into musicals, because then it means in later episodes you can reference back the previous things and go, well, because I saw so and so and so and so, then that led me to this. Like, so I would make a genealogy on it.
Cool.
And if you're making it more personal to yourself, people will be more invested.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise what you'll do is you'll go, oh, let's talk about this really popular musical. So there's this one moment, it reminded me of this other musical that I haven't spoken to you about yet. So I'll come back to that. But then and you'll just end up keep doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot more sense if you have them musicals first. So if you go in order of like pretty much what you watched, but like how you got into musicals and follow it through that way. I think that's just going to be a lot easier to follow.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I almost said guys, and then I was like, no, I don't want to refer to multiple people as guys. I took a linguistics class about gender, and I was like, I'm trying to be better about it.
I really appreciate that.
So thank you, my guests and co-hosts.
It's very interesting because I would have said that guys is like a very like gender neutral term now.
I think it is, but at the same time, there are other options, and I want to start using the other options to be as inclusive as possible.
So instead of guys, I don't always get it right. And I mean, I am an
we're all human.
We're all human. But I try to always say folks instead of guys.
Yeah, okay. I've adopted the word friends recently. I will keep
friends is
friends. Good. I keep doing that. So.
Like Sophia Nygaard. Hello, friends, and welcome.
Hello, friends. Yes. And like people or peeps, if you can get away with it, but for me, that doesn't work. It's a bit cringe. But some people can say it, and it sounds right. It does not sound right coming from me.
Keep Faith Baby wants to see a musical on stage as a bucket list item because they've never done it before. Keelan is on the same wavelength as you about the Hamilton watch party. When you say you messaged it, was it to the Sprint Squad Discord? Was it to me privately? Was it to It's a Party Woo from your live stream?
Woo!
Yeah, so it's 10:04 now. So let's do another sprint, and then we'll decide if we want to fit in a third one. How long do we want to go for? And do we want to do the unicorn again, or do we want to pick a different one?
Let's pick a different one so we have like an interesting contest. Otherwise, it'll all be unicorns. I like it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, you guys have to come to a decision.
What are the options?
Cake, green cake, strawberry cake, forest spirit, one with the crane, space, which is like kind of a Death Star, I guess. Starburst, which looks like little, I don't know, twinkly lights kind of in the tree, and then a purple oak tree. And then I have carnations, bamboo, cherry blossom, and purple wisteria. We're ignoring the two bottom boring green ones.
Pandas like bamboo, and I don't have a bamboo.
Okay, let's go with bamboo.
Cool. It's Chinese New Year themed, which we're clearly past, but it's pretty.
Bamboo for Panda Boy.
I'm from China, so we got two.
Oh, here we go.
Cool.
Double
Jordan's gonna walk in the rain, so have fun with that.
That sounds so nice.
Here's the thing. I don't mind the rain, but I'd rather be inside listening to it than walking in it. Because I also I just don't use umbrella. Keelan messaged the Sprint Squad about it. She's trying to use fewer gendered swear words, but she loves the B word. She loves the word folks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 20 minutes
folks
also.
Is a good word.
20 minutes, 25. 30.
I like 20.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm just making decisions because.
Cool. Did you?
I picked the 3. So.
I did friend you.
Okay. I need to accept your friend request.
Awesome. And yes, I'm just making decisions because I'm the momager.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna just automatically.
This reminds me of the Drag Race episode where they did the Kardashians the musical, and so anytime I hear it in like a 3-part harmony where they're all like "Momager," and like, so I just constantly want to think of that, and it's just an exciting moment.
Well, yes.
Anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, look it up.
Keep faith, baby. If it helps plant. Sorry, I'm just going to answer this question and then you can continue talking. Does the Force app help plant trees in real life? Yes. It costs an exorbitant amount of coins, which you get by planting digital trees, and then you can spend those coins on planting a real tree. It used to be you could do it as many times as you wanted, and now I think it's limited to like 3 trees per user because so many people were saying to plant real trees and they like couldn't handle it all. The code, I'm going to pop it up on screen, and Sage and RP, if you want to finish what your thoughts were. Sage, you're already in. I invited you.
Oh, cool.
Just on that note, though, if there's a web browser called Ecosia, which is a really good web browser to use instead of using things like Google or Bing. And it's literally all you do is search, and it uses like the adverts that pop up in like the search browsers, uses that money to plant trees. So just literally just swap over to the Ecosia browser. It makes no difference to your like lifestyle or anything, but it helps plant trees. So do that.
Okay.
I use that. I'm only using the Google Timer because I couldn't find one on Ecosia's native.
I don't think it has one.
So I use Tabs for a Cause.
I use that too.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
I did not know about Ecosia. So I will look into that. Yeah. And what I wanted to say earlier was I did watch Drag Race. I was kind of fanatical about it up to a point, and then RuPaul said some things that didn't really sit too well with me as an NB, and as an NB who would like to be in the drag scene. Were there a drag scene anywhere near me? Because where am I going to go and perform in a field with the cows?
I bet they were great.
Anyway, probably. So I have not watched since. Who was the last queen? Was Bob the Drag Queen was the last one I watched.
Oh, okay.
So that's a while ago.
I've never watched it. I wanted to, and then I heard that RuPaul had said those things, and then I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go and watch it, given I haven't already started.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it anymore.
The thing with sort of what was said was a lot of it was said like very specifically about the show rather than like RuPaul's own like beliefs, if you like. Because I've read like a lot about it, because as someone that still watches the show, obviously these conversations come up, and I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about, essentially, like so I can justify myself. And a lot of it is essentially, well, a lot of it spirals from Gia Gunn, and politest of ways, I hate Gia. Just in general, really just hate Gia. But essentially where it mostly spirals from is Ru made a statement that basically said, you know, Ru wouldn't consider using I don't even know like how to phrase it. Basically, Ru was like, you know, trans queens aren't going to be on the show, is basically what his point was. And then that sort of got reworded into Ru doesn't agree with trans at all. And it has sort of been corrected to what Ru's point was, is that like Ru doesn't think it's fair to have the current queens and trans queens compete against each other because they're very different. It's the same as like if you had like half of them as queens and half as, I'm gonna use the term kings, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can't really pick a best, like how do you pick a winner on two totally different art forms? You know, like that was sort of Rue's point, but it
I
all
hear
got
what you're
very
saying,
convoluted and spiraled and everything.
Then the other thing comes in is bio queens or faux queens. Like,
yeah,
it's a legitimate art form,
mm.
but does it belong in that space?
Yeah,
but
and that's that to me, at least how I felt about it all, that was how I interpreted it. It was like there wasn't a, you know, I don't agree with this art form, it's just my platform is not for that art form.
right.
That's sort of how I like interpreted it all. But yeah, a lot of the negativity was Gia spreading things because Peppermint only has like praise for what for Rue. So Peppermint was never like discriminated against or anything on there, but Gia was just salty she didn't win and said what she could, whatever she could say.
Yeah. Also, like, some of the early edits, I think, were a little bit problematic for me. But that is, I mean, that I could do a whole TED talk on. So not for this stream because we don't want to derail Zara's stream completely.
Yeah.
But I will also say that when I initially read those things, I was not in a space in my own mental health to do the work to go and find out
And media correction outdid it because the media.
Yeah, basically where I was in my mental health, I was like, okay, this person who I admired is not a safe space for me anymore.
No, that's valid.
And I didn't have the emotional spoons to go and have a look.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am always open to revisiting things, except Wizard Mom. Wizard Mom can go and eat a bag of knobs. Sorry. Okay.
It's so not an American expression, but I understood it all the same because I have a cousin who lives in England.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the sprint. Good luck, everyone.
Have fun.
I'm going to mute everyone, and then I'm going to unmute a little bit before the sprint ends. is the end of the sprint. I can't unmute. Yeah, there you go. For some reason, it wasn't letting me unmute.
That's okay.
Lovely people. How did you both do?
I'm finishing the video, now rendering it.
Well, I yeah, I literally just scrolled through karaoke options. That was it. And thought about stuff.
I love it.
I spent most of it
So
looking at what I'm going to buy on Amazon with the money I'm about to get from a job, which wasn't the most helpful thing. Then I did some more writing of the script, but I'm debating on the merits of having a gimbal so that when I do vlog, it's not shaky.
I think that is a plan with much merit.
Absolutely is. I was considering it myself.
Okay.
I think that then means it's like a level of education that I'm not ready to accept yet.
Well, because I won't be vlogging again really until November, but it's like I'm gonna have the money now. And if I have it, I might.
And if you get it now, that gives you time to practice with it.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get my doggy, and then we can chat. We probably won't have time for another.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. That was. Oh, the other thing I did was fix my chair. Because if anyone was looking at the screen during that sprint, about halfway through, I just went.
Oh.
Because my chair's like hydraulic thing that keeps it. That thing is kind of yeah.
Not functioning as it should.
It just randomly gives that.
Look at the dog.
Hi, Pupper.
Hi, puppy. Say hi.
Oh, so cute.
She is so not happy whenever I bring her on camera because she's always napping when I'm streaming, whether it's morning or night.
She's like, human, what are you doing?
I was thinking, like, the dog, like, the face expression is literally like.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like holding up a kid to like the camera, and the kid's like.
Well, when I'm filming her or even trying to take a picture, she's so uncooperative. It's like she's really cute, and the moment I get my phone out, it's like she like moves, and I'm like,
she knows.
She knows.
Like,
she's like, no. People need to like witness my amazingness in person.
You just got a snobby dog, apparently.
Oh, she's so snobby. She doesn't like dogs that aren't the same breed as her.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm not even joking. Okay,
That's
let's see
weird.
how
yeah, I think there's a lot going on in the chat. I'm just reading it.
Yeah, Keep Faith wrote, but mostly worked on a renovation. Oh, in The Sims. Okay. I was like, wow. Also use Ecosia.
Yes.
Yeah. I love Ecosia. And Tabs for a Cause. I use both of them. You just joined, but only pulled up your draft. That's okay. Hi.
It's progress.
Yeah. Opening up your draft is the first step. So
Absolutely.
Keelan scheduled her 5th Indieverse interview.
Keelan, you are killing it.
I know. I gotta set reminders for that. Eva just did set a reminder for that. Katie came in halfway through. 298. That's awesome. Hello, Katie. Petra, Sage, tell me.
I would say Petra,
Okay.
or
I'm gonna
possibly
do-
Pietra. It would depend on regional accents and things.
Okay. Because my first guess was Petra.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I would go with Petra.
383. Woo. Oh, forgot to take down the ticker.
Yay, you can see me again.
Hello, doggo. Keelan is thanking Eva. Good morning, better late than never. Yeah, we're going to be
That's my mind.
on air for like another 20 minutes, but I don't know if we'll be doing another sprint unless we do like a short one, but it's up to you people. I'm throwing it to my co-host.
I haven't really got anything else to do.
Yeah.
So we
I
can
don't
just
think we have
chat.
time for the chat to vote, but I don't know
Cool.
if there's anything else we want to do.
I think we can just chat.
Yeah, I think so too. Reworking vision board for long-term goals. Yeah. Ooh. Don't you love
Hey,
it when
Eva.
you assess things and you're like, oh, I'm better off than I thought? It's rare.
Like
Yeah,
when
I never
yeah.
have that. I've never had that in my entire life. Like I'm not a planner at all. So I really
Petra.
struggle with that.
Yay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now we know.
I bullet journal, but because I was in school for so long, like I plan way ahead. So like the next time that I
Right.
actually am planning out like on a month by month basis is like September and then October. Because I don't know how much I'm going to be writing every day in my journal for like to-do lists because I'll be starting grad school in September.
Right. See, but primarily on that basis, I'm always like, well, I don't know what I'm going to be doing then, so I don't know if I am going to be able to get any writing done. And granted, I could then, if I'm going to do, then I'll know if I have time to do writing. I'm like, yeah, but if I plan every day and know what I'm going to do every day, I'm going to get really bored doing that. Like, I'm very much like I have to be in a mindset. You know, so I will wake up some days and I'll go, the bed is my best friend, and I've got things on Netflix I wanted to binge, and that would be my day because I can't motivate myself to do anything today. And there's other days where I will like jump out of bed and I will sit in my garden for 9 hours writing. So like I'm so like mindset of when I awake, I cannot plan. The plans will fall through. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it's like this is the layout I've had for most of the year in my journal, where it's like every day except the weekend gets like its own column. But at the start of the year, I was just making like little brackets to fit a whole week on a page, and it was like
Wow.
I was writing, but it wasn't as much white space. Bye, Keelan.
Right.
And so I don't know, because if I need more space because I suddenly have a lot more homework, then like I don't want to limit it by giving myself these narrow columns. But I also don't like the look when it's like, oh, I gave myself all this space and like it looks like I got nothing done in a day because there's so little.
Yeah.
Although I suppose that's better than running out of space, but still.
It's all about that balance, isn't it? You know, like it's the same as like, yeah, you know, looking at you want to look like you've been productive. You want to look like you've done something, and I feel like you've done something. But at the same time, I'm also thinking like, well, I would always end up looking at the page and going, okay, well, there's another thing I didn't do and didn't do. Whereas if there's only one thing on the list, I'm like, that thing I did. So it's all like swings and roundabouts. because you could look at it and go, oh look, I've got a list of 5 things. I did 5 things today. Then you could also look at it and go, yeah, but that's 5 out of 35 lines filled. Like I didn't actually get a lot done. And so yeah, like I said, it's all based on mindset. If I'm in a bad mindset, I won't see 5 things. So I'm staying very far away from bullet journals. Is what I'm trying to say, because it's just not going to go well for anyone.
I've tried journaling like a bunch of times, and it doesn't work for me. My brain doesn't like it, and especially now, like I don't do anything except I walk 2 meters from my bed to my desk. I work. I get up. I walk 2 meters to the kitchen. I cook. I come back. I walk 2 meters to bed, and I go to sleep.
Gotcha.
So, what am I planning?
Yeah, see that. But writing that all down in a journal is probably not going to be productive for you.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a Kanban board.
I think there could be a very interesting writing prompt in there, and write about your walk home from work.
Yeah. Right.
Except the walk home from work is that 2 meters from desk to bed.
Right.
So you have to be extra
Trip over the dog.
The thoughts that you're having.
Right.
I mean, for me, my bullet journal is mostly a to-do list, but I also, if a really good thing happens, I'll write that down, or if a really shitty thing happens, I'll write that down so I can then track it for therapy. And then also I have things that are like, there are spreads that like I make and then I forget to use, like my reading list. And I need to actually go back in and like check off things that I've read. And then the calendar is great because it helps me keep track of all the write-ins.
Right.
And
that is an important
thing. And then at the bottom, I have habits.
Yeah. See, I use Google Calendar for my schedule because that syncs across all my devices. So I only have to input it once.
Yeah.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I use iCalendar too, and I use it for time blocking. But if I'm like looking at like what's coming up in the week, I also use my bullet journal just to get like because writing it down helps it go into my mind more.
Right. Well, I also have the planner board, which is not currently up because I need to put some screws in the wall to put it up. And I mark things on there more for Mr. Sage than for myself.
Got it.
So that he can see right off the bat when I'm streaming, when I'm guesting, when I'm hosting, when I'm what. Because he obviously also has to schedule things. And it's just easier if he can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like having things in multiple places so that like there's less a chance of me forgetting something. And like when there's homework, I have a app where like I put in my homework, and there's obviously no homework due right now. But like when there are things due, dots appear underneath each day to be like, you have stuff due. And then I can get notifications that can be like, this is due in 2 weeks. Like I can set a reminder.
That is very clever. So I had something that I wanted to ask. Because, well, you had your question earlier about your Broadway series.
Yes.
So I have a question about something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I don't know if I should do it or not. And it wouldn't be a series, at least not now, because I don't, well, never mind that. I kind of want to do a tattoo tour.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love tattoos.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I have
Okay.
two.
So I. Cute.
Sorry, I can hold them up longer if you want to.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But it's really funny because I've obviously had multiple roommates for college, and all of them would be living with me for months, and then one day I'd like raise my hand or something, and they'd be like, "Wait, you have a tattoo?" And I'm like, "I've been living with you for months." Yes.
Yeah.
Like, granted, a lot of the time, like I have something around my wrist, but it doesn't cover it.
Right. Yeah, I had that with people that I work with. Like, see them every day, and then one day they're like, "But is that new?" I'm like, "No, it's like 3 years old." But to be fair, I did tend to wear long sleeves to work. Partly as a professionalism thing, and partly because I get cold really easily.
That's me too. I normally wear long sleeves because I get cold.
Yeah. So, okay, so I will do a tattoo tour. And obviously it's not going to be a series because I have the tattoos that I have, and I'm not getting any new tattoos anytime soon because number one, risk. As much faith as I have in my tattoo artist and her studio and its cleanliness, I don't have faith in anyone else. Like, I don't trust other people.
Yep.
And secondly, tattoos are expensive. And I lost my job, so I don't have money for tattoos. But I have big plans. Like, big plans. Like, here, sleeves, full back, thighs, and the whole works. I'm going to run out of skin.
I want another one, but I can't decide where or what. So I'm like, I'm obviously not getting it yet because this I got when I turned 18.
Okay.
And then this one I got with a friend. We didn't get matching tattoos, but we just went together.
Right.
And then, like, I know I've been sitting on the knowledge that I want another since I got this one 2 years ago. But I'm like, I can't make any decision. Whereas I'd been sitting on this design and idea for like 6 years and this design for 2 years. So I was like, yeah.
I don't have any tattoos at all, or at the moment any plans to get any.
That's fine.
It's about the end of that story, really.
Thing.
No. I think it's just because I'm really picky with a lot of tattoos. Like to me, it would have to mean something. At the moment, I haven't got any. I think's like for me valuable enough to like permanently stamp on myself.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the only reason I haven't done one yet, because I can't justify it to myself.
I mean, this one is like, it's hard to see because he also diluted the ink for like the feather part, but it's like in my mind, it's a quill always writing itself. So like always writing.
Very cool.
Okay.
And then this is the part of the semicolon project.
Right. I have a semicolon too. See if I can.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Oh yeah.
Get it the right way.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So I have
Rise because of Still I Rise, and then also Rise Up, and just, you know, politics, but also Hamilton. I was just like, it's a good word.
Yeah, it is a good word. Yeah, so I think I've got 11 or 12 tattoos, and I don't really regret, but like there's one that I'm less thrilled about now than I was when I got it.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that comes down again to Wizard Mom.
Did you get the
Okay.
stars?
No, I got a little cat sitting on an open book
Oh,
with the word abato underneath it, which is one of the opening spells. And yeah, I got that before Wizard Mom declared that I should not exist.
well,
So,
yeah. I assume you got it before, not after.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Keep Faith Baby is allergic to tattoo ink.
oh man,
wow.
that sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
That is horrible. I feel your pain, Keep Faith Baby, because I'm not allergic to tattoo ink, but my body does not like piercings. So, as much as I would love to have piercings, my body just can't cope with them. So, yeah.
I always feel like really weird whenever people talk about allergies, because my only allergy is hay fever, and there's so many like decent allergies that exist. You know, there's some people that are like,
Yeah.
if I get within 30 feet of a peanut, I could die, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I sneeze when
Yeah.
plants have sex. Like
Yeah.
it is the worst allergy, like to talk about ever. Like it's
Yeah.
I have
it's
seasonal
such a
allergies.
hay fever is just so pathetic, isn't it? You know, it's literally like
Yeah.
like I said, some people have genuinely to like concern their day-to-day life and look after themselves because of their allergies. And I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
for about 2 months of a year, I may not be able to see because horny grass.
Yeah.
And that's it. I hate hay fever. It's
I mean,
so stupid.
We've spoken about this before, but I'm literally allergic to my own hair. So
See,
like-
that's like a at least like a decent allergy. That's
No,
there's a story there.
it's a stupid allergy because like all it does is it makes me itch. Like I'm not gonna die
Okay.
from it.
I have a
No.
lot of food intolerances.
Yeah.
But like I'm not technically allergic to anything aside from like seasonal allergies and mold and dust.
Right.
Right.
They're like common.
I find dust a
Makes
really
sense.
odd allergy as well. Like it's quite a normal concept, but dust is just like a collection of dead skin, isn't it? It's like
yes and no.
It kind of makes
it's dead
sense for like
things.
everybody to hate that. Like
Katie is all on board for your tattoo tour, Sage.
Excellent. I will get right on that.
Keep Faith Baby is allergic to drugs too. I'm adopted, but my family, at least I know of my mom and her mom, are both allergic to iodine dye.
Oof.
Which not great.
No.
I don't know if there are any other medical allergies in my family.
If they are allergic to iodine or iodine, I would say, are they also allergic to seafood?
No.
That's weird because usually those two go hand in hand.
I know. And the thing is that my mom can have iodine for like, I think orally for other tests, but it's when they like inject it. It's not good.
That's weird.
Don't know.
That is really weird.
So it's 11 now. So if you guys want to plug your channels and your stuff again, please go ahead.
Shall we reverse?
Yeah, reverse. You go first.
Okay. Hi, folks. I'm Sage Gordon Davis. I am a poet, a writer, a doodler, and a dabbler. I host productivity sprints every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern on my channel, and pop-up streams when they pop up. And I do writing-related videos and non-writing related videos when I feel like it. So if that seems like your kind of thing, check me out. And thanks, Zara, for having me.
Of course.
I will echo the. Oh, you're that side, jeez. I'll echo the thank you. I get so disorientated with all this looking around. I'm just like a little babbling Brit in the corner. I'm normally a lot more alive than I am right now. I'm very much ill, but it's okay. I'm here. I post on Wednesdays and Sundays, and it's pretty much all either writing or reading stuff because literature is one of my only friends. So if you like that, hit me up.
So, thank you for coming to this live stream. I'm the self-published author of Young Adult Paranormal Romance. I do writing streams on Sunday mornings. I am doing one tomorrow with 2 guests, just because, why not? And I have posted vlogs. I will post more vlogs in the future, and I have writing videos planned and non-writing related videos planned. So please subscribe, and don't forget to like the stream because that really helps.
Yes.
And I hope to see you all in future live streams that I host. And thank you so much, RP and Sage, for agreeing to come onto my channel today.
Of course. Thanks for having us. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.